Hi YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to the Dice of Our Toy Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at 2 Waterbird toys. Wow, did somebody say 2? Well, I thought I said 3. Or did someone say 3? No, actually someone said 2. Whoa! Well, we've got those 2 products here. One of them is not a British Wildlife Collection toy, the other one is a British Wildlife Collection toy. And the one I'm shaking here is definitely the one I'm going to be taking a look at in this video, and then I'll take a look at the other products. So hopefully there'll be 2 products in one video bundled up together. It's a flip-up Origami swimming Slender. Yes, it's called the Slender Gull Fishing Flop 12-pack. And here is the price. It costs about £17.95. Surrounded by a pair of angry-looking Slender seagulls, and I think the fish in the set, they're basically sea bream. And that is the back of the packaging, which looks like that. It also proves to you that this is not a British Wildlife Collection toy, because obviously Slender-billed gulls are not really that native to the UK. They're mainly found in the Mediterranean and North Africa, the Middle East, and the Indian subcontinent. Plus, this fish here is literally based on a gilt-headed bream, which is actually the sea bream that we mainly eat in our fish markets and such, that we buy from our fish markets and whatnot. I've tried sea bream. It's like a lovely little white fish that everyone tends to delve into. Let me just go and unpack this. Let me just get these guys out. And it looks like I've got about 6 of those. Maybe I've got the right number. Of course, yes. It looks very, very similar to those silver gulls that you see in Australia, but they are very different. Obviously, I wouldn't have never thought I'd be making Slender-billed gulls. Wouldn't I probably suggest going for black-headed gulls more often? Because obviously a lot more black-headed gulls would be quite a lot more, well, interesting as a suggestion. But yet again, it would also be too boring as a suggestion, because I've already made too many of those black-headed gulls. But those are Slender-billed gulls, which are said to be quite a different species. And I would have never thought that I'll be making many of those gulls already, which is just incredible. Just so much of these guys, just wondrously incredible. And I would have never thought that, hey, I'll be abundantly making Slender-billed gulls. There's actually quite a lot of those here, which is just fairly impressive. And yeah, it's actually quite a stash of these guys. I would have never thought that, hey, wouldn't I suggest to be making other birds? Well, not really that much, but nevertheless, it is quite a nice looking, how would you say, a flock of seagulls swimming in their own pose like that. And we'll take a look at the fish itself, which are basically based on sea breams. It's quite funny as it sounds. I've actually got 6 of those. I would have thought I've got 5 of them, which would have been quite a nightmare. Because if I had 5, well, it wouldn't probably correlate to the number of the birds. Well, there you go, there's the sea breams here, or gilt-headed breams with their orange-looking eyes. Sorry, I got a bit of a croaky voice for some reason. Okay, so yes. Obviously, I don't know about you, but my voice tends to be very croaky at times, because I am very raucous, in the sense that I make a lot of noise. Jeez, I would have ever thought that, hey, I'm always the most loudest, but I'm obviously the most deafening person in this neighbourhood. Well, obviously I should probably keep my voice down, because obviously, well, I do get ragey of course, and also excited at times whenever I yell, but too much of that, and then I'll be in bad shape. But anyways, looking at the sea bream, they've got like yellow on the front, and also like yellow right behind where the orange eye is, and also they've also got like a dark greyish line running at the back, which is actually, it is missing in some fish, but obviously I could tell you what, it looks actually really interesting. Obviously, I mean, I might as well just add some detailing, because this one doesn't seem to be a little bit right. This one has gone a bit awfully wrong. Looks like it's gone off and wrong, actually, more like. But there you go. I've just implemented the detailing on this fish. Much better, isn't it? And I might as well just put those fishies away and those seagulls away. Oh my crockies, and I just can't believe it, guys, eh? August is nearly coming to a very, very dead end. Can you believe it? August 2022 is slowly starting to die. Can you believe it? It actually is slowly starting to get killed. As time has actually started to go fast. And in fact, as I'm looking outside, it almost looks like we're literally approaching up towards autumn time. Crikey, so it looks like we're missing summer. Well, not because of the consequential drought. Because of the consequential heat and the drought that we've endured so much. And the other photo I'm going to be taking a look at is this flip-flop Origami British Wildlife Collection Swimming Late Summer and Early Autumn Mallard Duck Feeding Flock 12 pack, which costs about £17.99 or £18. Now, what's also quite curious is that if you look at the late summer and early autumn text, there's also some fruit, or should I say plants, that would have correlated to the seasons. Yes, the pear represents late summer, and the acorn represents early autumn. And yes, that really is such a very nice coincidence. And look at that. There's a trio of ducks there. Duck trio. Sorry, there's a bit of a Pokemon reference. There is the back of the packaging, which looks like that. A trio of ducks swimming. But they're also after that acorn there as well. Now, ducks, well, if you ever think of squirrels, they're not the only critters who eat acorns. Ducks may eat acorns, but not as much as squirrels do. Of course, yes, they do eat bread. And they also eat pears as well. Now, it just proves to you that ducks are true omnivores. What's also quite strange is that we've also got the mallard ducks in their original green bottly head plumage, which in a sense normally happens, well, obviously with the whole feather molting process, that actually happens, like, you know, after midsummer, and actually, you know, it actually happens during early autumn. You know, obviously, let's take a look at the breeding mallard ducks though, which looks like that. You know, these are the type of ducks though that normally gain this type of colorization like that in October and November, you know, mid to late autumn. They would pretty much pair up with a female. The mallard ducks often pair up at the very start of, you know, October and November, and they often pair up while being, you know, surrounded by other birds from other, you know, parts of continental Europe, like in, you know, a lot of mallard ducks that have been wintering around that have been breeding in other parts of Europe, and then they decided to come here, in the UK, just to escape the cold winters, which in a sense, our winters are much milder, which makes sense. There you go, there's the name here, mallard drake. There's the blue speculum, hidden away underneath, actually inside where the wings are here as well. Same with the other side. There it is there. What's also quite strange is that the eyes on the mallard looks like they're a lot more bigger, rotund, and a lot more kookier. You actually didn't realise that, but if I compare it to the eclipse plumage mallard, look at how big those eyes are. They're not really big anymore. They look like they've just downsized. It looks like that the eclipse plumage mallards have actually gone into some downsizing for eye size, where it looks like, you know, the breeding mallards have actually gone for some upsizing on the eyes, and if I show you that, that is very weird. Also, the green bottlehead colorization seems to take over everything, at least around during early autumn. You know what I mean, eh? Because it's like a process or a phase going from eclipse plumage all the way to the actual normal breeding plumage. And I'll show you the females, because the people say, oh my god, they haven't shown the females, that's very sexist of you. Well, there you go, there's the females here. There you go, that's what they all look like. It's quite funny, as it's August 2022, I actually haven't done any videos about appliances like I did with that washing machine video in September, I think. There you go, the female mallard duck. In fact, I should try and make a washing machine video, make 2 reviews of appliances. How about that one, eh? Female mallard duck. Okay, so that looks fairly impressive, seeing those ducks. And I would have never thought that, hey, I would be making the ducks. But let's take a look at the food goodies that you get. First off, bat food, bread. There, of course, bread is the most ever popular classic, very bad pieces of food that you often get. As you can see, yes, bread is bad for ducks. Why not swap with pears? Pears are a lot more essential, eh, if you want to feed ducks. That's much better, eh? It's got that sort of limeish green colour. It looks like the pear from the Annoying Orange. It looks like pear from the Annoying Orange whenever I think about it, eh? You know, hey pear! Oh god. obviously, this is actually kind of weird. I don't know why, it looks like a faceless hair from the Annoying Orange. Why am I thinking about the, that one YouTube TV series? Or actually, that one YouTube video series. Actually, I could change the pear shape. See what I get it, eh? Yep. Looks like I'm actually going to make this video quite pear-shaped. Well, not really, but... There you go. Looks like I'm making the pears. As funny as it sounds like, look at that. Pretty funny, eh, whenever I make pears like that. There you go. It looks like pears having a very hard day life with the Annoying Orange, but... Also, we've got some acorns. We've got a couple of acorns for the ducks to gouge onto their beaks and eat those. Well, obviously, they might remove the top shell casing, so they will eat the actual nut. Looks like one of these acorns that you see in Ice Age. Something out of Ice Age, those films. Ice Age 1, Ice Age 2, Ice Age 3, Ice Age 4, Ice Age 5. And yes, that's that very bad film that no one wants to talk about with, with Buck on it. Obviously, there you go. That's what we've got. And I might as well put the ducks away. Alright, okay, looks like all those ducks are literally back in their place. Okay, looks like they're literally done and dusted, all ducked up. There you go. Wow, I think that's about it in the rest of this whole double Waterbird toy, Flip Out toy review, Origami toy review, British Wildlife Collection toy review as well, because only one of them was. So anyways, if you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, subscribe for more Flip Out videos in the future, and actually, just before I should actually end this video, I should actually come back into Penguin Cobweb, because, well, in case you didn't know, the release date for the Penguin Cobweb toy range has actually been confirmed as somewhere in September. Let me just find a very specific date. Of course, yes, it's been a very long while that we haven't had the Penguin Cobweb toy range. Yes, it's been like a long time that we haven't had the Penguin Cobweb toy range. Here's one of the other products that I've actually reviewed back then in July of 2022. Of course, yes, the release date for the new Penguin Cobweb toy range will be, of course, next month. It will be Sunday, the 11th of September of 2022, but hopefully, let's just say at least around 11 PM actually. Not AM, but PM. Actually, a full release on that franchise there will be at least around Monday, the 12th of September of 2022, and also the 13th of September of 2022. That will be both Monday and Tuesday, and hopefully, when these 2 dates occur, we will actually see a very nice resurgence in terms of popularity of that single franchise there. Hopefully it's going to be fairly nice as a nice toy franchise to come back for. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now, and hopefully the Penguin Cobweb toy range will be back again next month, as usually something really big. Okay, again, goodbye, thanks again, and goodbye for the 4th time.